Okay, so this is to help with bow hold frustrations, and it is very important to know exactly where your thumb should go and which part of your thumb should touch which part of the bow. So this is what I teach. I put a little black dot on here. There's my thumb, and it's right there. So if you look at the back of my thumb, you can see it's over here. You need to keep your nail short, and right there. Okay, if you do that, make a sort of a circle like that. That can tell you where the thumb goes. Now, it's kind of neat to just hold your left hand finger like that and press up. I'm pressing pretty hard where that black dot is against this tip of my finger, because I want to show you how your thumb can rotate from that point. Your fingers can go like this, you can go like that, you can pronate like that, which is what is so hard to do if you don't have the thumb in this position where it can turn so much. And also, you know, when you bow, the thumb does change its shape. So when the thumb is pressing, which it does against the bow, it's got to be at this point so it can let the hand, the wrist, the fingers move, and the thumb itself can even move. Okay? So, super important. You keep that nail short. Now, here's the bow, and instead of my finger and doing that, you want to let your thumb touch where the little bump is. It's going to be, you see there's a bump in here. If you slide, so I'm going to slide my thumb down, and it stops right when you can feel that bump. Alright, let's see if we can do it this way. So my thumb is going to slide to that point. And that's what it looks like from underneath. Now notice my thumb is not going in there. It's not going through at all. That's really bad. You don't want your thumb to go through like that. Okay? Bad. It just goes under a little bit. Just enough to feel the bump there. Okay? Notice how I do keep that joint bent most of the time. Okay? Well, most of the time when you're doing this. Otherwise you're going to be flexing and elongating. Alrighty, now, one thing that I've just really figured out recently, after many years of teaching, is to help pronating is the elbow. Okay, you never let the shoulder come up, never. Shoulder's always got to be relaxed, soft. But the elbow does come up when you're bowing. And let me do it with the cello because you'll see it better. Okay, so this is a good height for the elbow. If we go too low, it encourages that. Now that's probably how you say you feel comfortable. And yeah, that is kind of comfortable. But guess what? You're never going to have any tone in the upper half of the bow. So try to swing your elbow up. And then when you come back in, the elbow definitely has to dip a bit, but you don't want to dip too much because then you'll get that. Okay, having said that, you know, when we play softer and in different ways, we do have a lower elbow. But you know what? For now, keep your elbow a little higher. Notice my wrist is also high when I'm right at the frog. So higher wrist. It's the up bows that really will help you, I think, with this. Coming in like that, thinking of thinking of a string pulling from your wrist, so the wrist will come up, and letting the elbow muscles soften but not go down too much. Okay, that'll keep the pronated. And the reason pronating is so important is because you're turning the arm, and that puts the weight into the soft and weak part of the bone. Okay, hope that wasn't totally confusing, but I think I'll stop.